Hello, welcome to Barely Sober News and Reviews. I'm George.
And I'm Chris Jokas.
And we're talking about the Oscars that happened last night.
Leo!
We're gonna do Leo won it. My boy.
I've been
He's the king of the world. What up?
I'm the king of the world.
So we're gonna do a little recap of the Oscars on a podcast like a week ago. We did some picks about who we thought would win the Oscars. We're gonna go over that.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, we got $25 riding on this.
25
That's
beans,
almost my whole
25
paycheck.
big ones. I don't even make that in a day. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that. We're going to be talking a little bit, mostly probably about Leo, how we're proud of that boy. And then a little insight of what we thought of how the Oscars were. So Chris, what did you think of the overall of the Oscars?
Well, to be honest, I find the Oscars a little boring, so I kind of don't watch the whole thing. I'm gonna skip through, watch the highlights. You know how I do. Walking Dead was on too.
I heard this morning that this Oscars was the lowest rating Oscars in 8 years.
Yeah, well, because of people like me that could just flick through, catch up later on YouTube, shit like that. So
yeah. So I mean, well, what about how many views are these clips getting? Their highlights are getting on the internet. You know what I mean? Maybe they're getting millions and millions of hits.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
I mean, yeah.
No one watched it live. I mean, no one watches unless it's a sporting event, and really, no one watches anything live.
Right.
So maybe that could be the reason. But still, I mean, maybe he was getting boycotted, but.
Yeah, I don't know. Who really actually boycotted it that wasn't going to watch it already,
I don't think so.
It's like one person, like Spike Lee.
Yeah, he was watching. Yeah, he
he probably watched it too. He's like, I ain't watching the Oscars. He's got it on his cell phone. Like,
yeah. He's like in the bathroom.
He's on the Twitter feed, catching up.
He's like in the toilet, like, yo, Spike, what are you doing in there? Nothing. Leave me alone. Just like pretending to be in the bathroom, hiding away, but now he's watching the Oscars on his cell phone. How'd you think? So Chris Rock hosted it. I thought he did pretty well. Yeah. I thought he looked a little snazzy.
Yeah, he looked snazzy. I don't know. He cleaned up somehow. I couldn't even tell what was the difference. He shaved his mustache or something?
He always looks good, but I liked his tux.
Yeah, he was looking fresh.
Funky fresh.
I don't know. I kind of have this thing about Chris Rock. I love him, but I'm kind of sick of him too. I just feel like I spent my whole life watching Chris Rock shit. It would have been nice to just have some new talent up there. But I know they got to go with tried and classic and.
I mean, he does have that distinct voice, and his speech.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm complaining. He is hilarious.
He just the way he talks. He says he talks normal, and then when he wants to say something funny, his voice gets up and gets loud.
Yeah.
But it's just how he delivers, and he said some very funny things. I wonder how much he was improvising, and how much that was scripted. And there's also he brought up a lot of tension of the diversity issues that the Oscars were having.
Right.
And
but
there was
kind of with a twist to it, right?
Yeah. Making fun of Jaden Pinkett Smith.
Yeah.
And bringing up, and then Jack Black ended up having a quick cameo, thinking they were talking about the Black Minute and how all these this actor, this musician, this comedian, and it talks about Jack Black was so good. So that was a funny scene. And there was also something funny because Chris Rock was cracking jokes all night, and Sam Smith ended up winning an award, I think, for something for his music, and who's a known gay man. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about when he was doing his acceptance speech, he was talking about him being gay and things like that. And cut to Chris Rock, and Chris like, I ain't touching any of that. I don't want to get any more trouble. Which is very funny. He knew he was really hitting on and hating and things.
Yeah.
And And he also knew when to step back and keep his mouth shut.
Right. Well, this has been just a controversial Oscar season to begin with, so I think they kind of took like the highest, classiest road with just kind of touching on it in a lighthearted, joking way instead of, taking it seriously, but also poking fun at it. That's the best way to go.
I mean, which was good to do. I guess they can't ignore it and they can't make it too serious. They gotta make the night a fun night. Don't make the Oscars so gloom.
Hell yeah, people aren't even watching as it is. Fucking cheer it up.
8 years.
All right. So let's get into
this contest. Let's get into this bet.
Right. I want this $25. I've been saving up for a new.
I know how hard I've been working.
Yeah.
Trying to slave. I haven't eaten all day.
So let's start.
I need a biscuit. Can I get a biscuit? All right, what are we talking about? All right, so visual effects first round.
Yeah, let's do visual effects. Let's start off with
visual effects.
So I picked The Martian.
Winner, you picked The Martian. I picked Mad Max Fury Road.
And the winner was Ex Machina.
Extremely wrong, and the winner was Ex Machina, which was a movie I haven't seen, which is a movie that kind of freaks me out because there's this guy who falls in love with a machine. Like, you know what it's about. He falls in love with this machine, and then it tries to kill him or something. I don't know.
I don't know the details, but I do know also that I'm pretty sure. I mean, that movie was made with an incredibly lower budget than the other ones that were nominated. So it's pretty impressive that they pulled ahead of something like Star Wars: The Force Awakens and Mad Max Fury Road.
When Star Wars didn't get one win, which I was
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
All right. We'll put that back. All right. Next one. Sound edit.
Right.
I put Star Wars.
I put Star Wars.
And
didn't win.
Mad
it was
Max
Mad Max.
Fury Road.
I might be able to give it to Mad Max on that one, but I don't know.
You can't argue against some of Mad Max's victories from last night.
All right. Okay, so let's move on to cinematography. I picked Sicario based on solely the fact that I heard it's got some nice cinematography. Never saw the movie.
Right. I never even heard of it. Really, my thing. I had Mad Max.
Okay.
And the winner was The Revenant.
Right. Which I should have known that was gonna win too, with all the filming with the natural light and the big sweeping shots and everything. But
yeah, I mean, well, also
we were barely sober at the time.
Yeah, we were drunk making these bets. All right.
So we're 0 for 3 so far.
Yes, so we have 0 for 3. We're both tied, though. So this is anyone's game so far. The next round is we picked animation, best animation film.
Right.
And I had Inside Out.
I had Inside Out. Clear winner.
And the winner was Inside Out. So, boom. We're still tied.
Still tied. Doesn't do anything for us.
Doesn't do anything.
We're getting to the nitty-gritty now.
That was a dead giveaway with that Inside Out movie. I think that was when that movie came out, it was a big deal, and I didn't notice any of the other ones that were nominated with it.
Did you see that movie?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's pretty good. I'd actually say like the beginning of it's good, and the end of it's really good, and I can kind of do without the middle. It's just I don't know. The middle is just whatever. Right.
I heard it was it really hits home to a lot of people.
The ending the ending hits home. It's a very abstract movie.
I'm sure I'm gonna end up watching it someday.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I'm gonna start crying like a little boy.
Probably watch it at home by yourself with your lightsaber out.
Lightsaber and some wine.
All right, moving on. Best director.
Best director. I had Tom McCarthy for Spotlight.
And I chose George Miller for Mad Max. And the winner was Alejandro Inarritu for the second year in a row.
Second year in a row. Yeah, he won last year for Birdman.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to check this out, but I think that's pretty rare occurrence to win 2 years for a director to win 2 years in a row for Best Director. So props to him.
Here's the thing. So we talked about this a couple days ago. How much I love Birdman.
Right. And how much I am indifferent to it.
Yeah, but I love Birdman, and especially a lot of how it was filmed and how it was.
It was awesome how it was filmed. I was super cool with that.
But everything with that movie, I think I fell in love with Birdman. So seeing that he directed it and now he won as directing The Revenant, I feel like I really need to see this Revenant.
We definitely need a Revenant movie night.
I need a Revenant movie night.
All right, so Well, that's another one wrong for both of us, so we're still tied.
Yep. So we have 1 right and 4 wrong.
We have one right, which was the easiest one to probably guess so far.
Right, and we got 3 more rounds. We got best female, best male, and best picture, and we'll see who's gonna take away gold.
So let's go with best female actress.
I had Jen Law.
And I had Cate Blanchett.
So
we were both wrong.
We were both wrong again. So Brie Larson won, for their movie The Room.
Right.
Which is a movie I didn't know much about either.
I don't know much about it either.
I guess it's good. I mean, it's kind of interesting. It's like this premise where she's in a room with a little boy and there's aliens.
Really, aliens?
Keeping him prisoner? Aliens or someone's keeping him prisoner? Maybe she...
Everyone listening's probably like, fuck you, George, there's no aliens in that movie.
there's probably... Honestly, that was probably dumb. There's no aliens. I think maybe she makes the boy believe, like, plays pretend that there is.
Oh, okay. So this is like more of a psychological movie?
No, it's more like, I think it's like there's a more pressing issue. I don't even know. Like, I don't want to make any more guesses and be wrong, but she's like trying to play with the kid to make it seem like, oh, it's not that big a deal that they're trapped in this room.
Probably be good to watch some of the Oscar movies before we make an Oscar bet.
No, I think we should watch them after, and then we could talk about them again.
All right, sounds
like
good.
That movie stunk.
We didn't count this. We didn't count this one, but I was really hoping that Sylvester Stallone won for actor in a supporting role for Creed. I never saw Creed.
Some say he really got robbed from that, though. Some say he did a fantastic job.
I heard he killed it. Like, probably best performance of his life. So it would be nice to see him win an award for that. Mm. But moving on. Best actor?
Let's see. Best actor?
Best male actor?
I had Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston. I had Leo. Of course it's Leo.
No!
Come on!
I should have done that.
And I pull ahead. King of the world.
I thought Leo was going to get gypped again.
Yeah, well, you know what would have been great? Who was the one that read the card for that one?
What do you mean,
read? Who read the actual winner? I forgot, but what a missed opportunity to, say, and the winner goes to the bear from The Revenant.
But that would have been such a mean thing to do.
Oh, it would have been worth it.
It would have been he would have been scolded and it would have taken away from Leo's victory.
That's true. But he already took away from his own victory talking about global warming in the middle of his speech.
Oh my god.
It's like just live in the moment, man.
I was so upset about that. I had to get on the social media and talk about it.
Yeah, I totally that's cool, man. I'm with you, but just win your Oscar right now. Why you got to bring in some political shit?
He had a great acceptance speech, and he was even bringing up old directors and old influences on him from
really
he was kind of saying acceptance speeches from other movies that he should have won Oscars from, pretty much. If you hear some of the other name drops he was going with, and then he starts going into the global warming. I'm like, no, Leo, you're doing so good.
Took me out of the moment. It was super inspirational. I mean, he tied it up in a nice,
Yeah, he did it, but it was just something that he didn't need to say that time because he could take his publicity and talk about that.
Yeah,
after he won this Oscar, people are gonna want to talk to him, interview him, whatever, and he could talk about that. But when he's on the stage and he's taking that trophy, he needs to keep it straight and keep it in the box.
And then he went home and slept with all the models.
Yeah, right? I heard that he took home 30 models. He took all the models, all of them, all the models in the world.
All the models in the world.
All the models flocked to his place.
I mean, how many models did Leonardo sleep with that night? Just all of them. Everyone.
All of them.
All right.
Even the plus-size models. The plus-size model? How many
plus-size models that are
There's only one famous one, at least we know now.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So now, let's see if I can make a comeback. Best Picture.
Best Picture of the night. And George picked, drum roll.
The Revenant.
My turn to hit the buzzer. I picked Spotlight. Again, you can call me a prophet.
You picked Spotlight? You picked the Spotlight?
Yeah, I picked Spotlight. I picked the Spotlight.
Damn.
Remember you were giving me all sorts of shit for that.
It doesn't even matter if I was right.
Yeah, so the clear winner of this contest.
With a swapping 3-pick victory to my 1.
I looked into my crystal ball and got 3 out of 8 right.
I'm in debt now, I hope you know.
Don't worry, we'll put it towards the podcast.
We'll
use that $25 towards something. Something
and
good.
Also I wanted to pick the big winner, the big movie winner.
Right.
I picked for fun. I picked The Revenant, but it only won 3 Oscars compared to Mad Max, which won 6.
I would have agreed with you and said The Revenant as well, and we were both wrong.
Yeah, even though we haven't seen, neither of us have seen The Revenant, but we both have seen Mad Max. Mm-hmm. I guess that kind of we were jaded on that. We didn't really understand how
I saw
good or...
I saw Mad Max, and I saw like 15 minutes of The Martian, and I saw like 15 minutes of The Revenant. So I knew a lot.
More than me.
More than you. I had the upper hand all along.
So overall, I suck. I don't know how to pick movies very well.
Yeah, well, neither do I. We just kind of guessed. I used what limited knowledge I had to pull ahead and win this amazing victory.
You know, that 15 minutes is what got you, is what helped you out. That's what it was.
It's true.
So how do we feel real quick? Let's go back to Star Wars real quick. Just talk about this real quick.
Yeah, I'm super butthurt about it.
I feel like for probably the most anticipated and most successful movie of the year, it got shafted.
Yeah.
It didn't win 1 award.
Just throw it like a sound mixing, man.
Yeah, I saw that movie 4 times in the theater. I saw Star Wars 4 times. I don't see movies 4 times. I don't even get to see movies twice in the theater.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like you could use the same argument, like the Kardashians are, very popular. Are they awesome people? No. So just because something is popular doesn't make it good.
Yeah, this is true.
I get that, but Star Wars was fucking good in a lot of ways. Like, I never saw Ex Machina, but I can't imagine how the special effects were better than they were in Star Wars.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, especially because, looking at that,
all of Star Wars is special effects. From like the moment it starts to the moment it ends.
Special.
Yeah, imagine being on that team. I can imagine being on that team. I've been on a lot of creative teams that don't get credit where it's deserved. So, I feel bad for those guys.
I'm sure they were upset. I mean, but also at the end of the day, they're Star Wars, so they're always going to be doing good things.
Yeah, sure. At the end of the day, an Oscars is a shiny little statue, and they still made a Star Wars movie.
Yeah. Think about how many other Star Wars are coming up. There's going to be one every year. One coming out for every year. So literally they have a chance at an Oscar for every year.
Yeah. But there's going to be different teams and different directors in place, different actors, whatever. So
yeah. Star Wars isn't down and out. They're going to be making a comeback, no doubt.
No doubt. All right. Well, anything else you want to say? Or
no. That's it.
All right, that's it for our show.
I gotta go to bed. That's it. All right, that's it for this Oscar edition of Barely Sober News and Reviews. Please like us and subscribe to our page. I'm George Pecoraro.
And I'm Chris Jokas. Leo!
Leo, finish your drinks and go to bed.